Hey guys, it's Cobra here. And first off, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm trying a new scenery here. I'm usually sitting down in a chair, but now we're going to do a standing up. I wouldn't mind, get the posters in there and everything. So I have a decent background. Um, so that's new. Anyways, and this is going to be a tag that I'm going to start. And it's it's kind of something that pertains to me recently about gaming disappointments. Oh, when I was a kid, um, we used to have video games and all that, and I loved them, and I didn't really know the difference between a good and a bad game. Usually the fact of the matter was either the game was too hard for me or something like that. Um, but now that I'm older, I know the difference between a good game or a bad game. I know the difference between a game that has horrid controls and a game that runs fluently. Um, and because of that, there are now games that are majorly disappointing. Um, and I had that experience, unfortunately, today. Um, so let me start from the beginning. A lot of you know that. Well, let me start even further back. When I was a kid, I remember seeing the movie Army of Darkness. In fact, this is even the poster right here for the movie. It's got to be a Spanish or a Mexico. Maybe it's from any some Spanish speaking country, because it says un film de Sam Raimi. Anyways, the rest of it's in English, but other than that, um, I remember seeing this movie as a kid and I loved it. And it's sort of a very nostalgic movie for me. And so it's always been close to me. Um, and that even proves today. To be honest with you, this movie is my favorite movie of all time. I have it on like several DVDs. I got the Boomstick edition, and if you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend it. It's a B movie, and it is what makes B movies so great. Um, anyways, and when I learned that this movie was actually the third movie in a trilogy, it sort of got me excited. And the first two movies are Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. Well, I've never actually seen Evil Dead, and I know it's sort of blasphemy to be such a fan of the series and not have seen the first one. I have seen the second one, and it's fantastic. It's more of the same, and it's what I love it. Anyways, I've been a fan of the series for a long time, and I remember being about 10, 11, or 12, sometime around the PlayStation's lifespan. And I remember seeing ads for a new video game called Evil Dead: Hail to the King. And I think we had a PlayStation, but I wasn't really into getting new games at the point. I had a Super Nintendo, and that's basically what I focused on. And so I saw the reviews, the thing for this game, and whatever, Evil Dead game, that's probably fun. And then there came out two more. There's one called Evil Dead: A Fistful of Boomstick for the PS2, and I'm fairly sure it's on the Xbox, and Evil Dead Regeneration. Now that one is actually, I know, on the Xbox and PS2, and that one is really fun. That's a good one. I like that game a lot. I've played Fistful of Boomstick, and I like that one too. And since I just got my Sega Dreamcast, I figured I'd pick up Evil Dead: Hail to the King. When I first saw it was for the Dreamcast, that's one of the games that really sold me to getting the console. When I saw all the great games on it, and then I was like, oh, Evil Dead's on here, I have to get it now. It's just such a good. It's one of my favorite franchises ever. It wouldn't be right if I didn't get it. Um, so it goes for a little bit of money online, somewhere around like $16 or $17, and I really didn't want to pay that much, and I didn't. So I found one on eBay for $9 with free shipping. So I instantly bought it on a whim, and it came today in the mail. It was shipped really fast, and that's always something you like to have happen. So I was like, oh, awesome, I was just earlier sitting around playing Dreamcast. I have this golf game that I've really been playing, and I was like, man, I need to get some good single player games. I got that Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, and I want to get back into that, but I haven't played it since. So anyways, it came in the mail today, and here it is. It's in great shape, let me tell you. Everything is basically not brand new, but in, like the guy said, very good shape. Disc is virtually flawless. So anyways, I popped this game in, It has these cutscenes, and it's just awesome. The cutscenes look fantastic, and they really show off what the Dreamcast can do. I didn't know it was capable of such good graphics, and the cutscenes are fantastic. You know, it's Bruce Campbell is Ash in the movie. This guy here, and he's actually from Michigan, which is where I'm from, which just adds to the things that I like about him. Anyways, he does the narration for the voice, and I was watching this cutscene, and it picks up where the third movie left off, which is cool because it continues the story and adds more level of I'm more intrigued in the game. So I start playing, and the first thing that the game starts, you're on a menu with your items and things, and that's fine. Basically, the goal of the game is to get the pages of a book called the Necronomicon. The whole series is based around this book, basically. Anyways, so once you get those pages, I guess that's when you beat the game. I'm not really sure. So anyways, you start the game, and immediately, once that game started, I was just distraught. I was so disappointed immediately. Just, I, I, I couldn't believe it. The camera, let me start with the camera, because that's a big problem, is fixed. The camera does not move. Imagine this. Imagine a game where the camera is like a security camera in the corner of a room. And each time you come in the range of a different camera, that camera switches so that's your view. So let's say there's a camera here, and there's a camera here, and I'm right here. All of a sudden, this camera's going to pick me up. Okay, well, I start backing up, and there's a guy this way. All of a sudden, this camera picks me up. So my camera, it completely changes all of a sudden. And that might not sound bad, but once you hear the control scheme, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible. The control scheme goes like this. Let me grab a controller real quick. Okay, the control scheme goes like this. Up causes you to walk. That's fine. But if I go like this, if I press left, he doesn't start walking left. No. He turns left. And then I have to press up again to make him walk that direction. It's much like the game Combat for the Atari 2600, actually, where you turn and then press up to go in that direction. Except with the Atari, that's completely fine, and it works in Combat, and that game's fun as hell. This, it doesn't work. You press up, you walk this way. Okay, well now I have to turn this way. Okay, whoa, and then I have to go like that. It's so frustrating, and that doesn't even touch the surface. Another thing is the combat. Once you start swinging your chainsaw and your axe and stuff, it's so clunky, and because of that fixed camera, you can't align yourself with the guy every time. If it was like, let's say, the newer Resident Evil games, and over the shoulder camera shot, that would have been perfect. But no, they had to screw it up with this. And they fixed it in the sequels to this game, which, thank God. Otherwise, they would be virtually unplayable. And then the combat, it's just bad. And with all the enemies you have to defeat, it's ridiculous. So the two main things here, the fixed camera has got to go. That is a terrible idea. I can't even believe they even put that in the game. Another thing is the controls. They have to go. It doesn't make sense. And the control setup doesn't even make sense. B is pick up. That's fine. L is to start your chainsaw. Why L? That's so bizarre, especially when it could be Y. Okay, get this. A uses your chainsaw. Okay, fine. But A only uses your chainsaw to hit. You have to actually turn your chainsaw on with L and then start hitting A. Okay, well, when you're surrounded by 50 guys, that's very difficult to do. And the amount of people, or deadites as they're called in the game, in the movies, that are around you at one time is just ridiculous. And if they expect you to do that, it's not fun. I played this game for about a total of 25 minutes, and I don't like it. I'm not going to get rid of it, and I'm going to give it another try, but for the time being, this is one of the biggest gaming disappointments ever. Which brings me to the tag part of this video. I want to know what your guys' biggest gaming disappointments are, whether it be with a game, a console, or something like that. I don't really want to, hear about E.T. Okay, we all know it's bad. I don't want to hear about, the Super Mario Brothers movie, stuff like that. Maybe more gaming related, physical gaming. Um, because this has got to be one of the biggest disappointments for me. And to be honest with you, I even looked up reviews, and I know it was bad, but I've liked games with bad reviews before. I think we all have. We all like a game like that. So I took a chance, and I don't think it paid off, guys. I really don't. This was one of my, again, biggest gaming disappointments ever. Um, so anyways, just make a video response. I'm tagging everybody that's subscribed to me, or anybody who sees this video at all. So thanks, guys, and when you make your video, just make it a video response. That way I'll see it right away. So thanks, guys. This is Cobra, and thanks for watching.